And I guess the ostensible purpose was the owners conveyed to me their frustration and their realistic assessment that there's no basis upon which they can see making a deal for a new building. And they wanted me to know that, and they wanted to have a discussion with me about how I saw their options. And there are a myriad of options, and we don't have to go through them, and I'm not going to list what they are. Everybody can speculate and figure them out. But I think the overriding concern, and these are people who have been committed to Calgary. This has been and is a terrific ownership group. I don't think Calgary could have better owners than they have. This is an organization whose foundation has contributed tens of millions of dollars back to the community, but they don't see there's any point any longer in pursuing a building. And their concern is that over time, not tomorrow, not today, it will affect the ability of this franchise to be competitive. But they're going to hang on as long as they can. At least that's the current view. That's not a prospect that thrills them or anybody else, but it is a realistic assessment of the situation they find themselves in. This is a franchise, this is an arena that can't compete, for example, with Edmonton any longer because they don't have the resources, they don't have the building. I think there are 34 dates of concerts that the new Edmonton arena got that didn't come down here. And, you know, I don't know what the long-term future holds, but I know that these are people who have been over the years, and we went through difficult times 15, 20 years ago that have hung on, but I think that there's a resignation that there's no ability to get a new building in this market, so they're going to stop trying.
Given the fact that you've been involved in the process up until now, are you surprised by this news?
Well, but, you know, I've been a spectator on the process. I don't tell the ownership group what to do. I consult with them and tell them their options when I am asked. But as I've tracked the negotiations, which I've done rather intensely, particularly with Ken and Murray Edwards, and as you know, over the last couple of years, I've had a couple of meetings with the mayor. I'm not surprised at this result. I think it was inevitable because, as I said, you know, I think at a chamber speech a year and a half ago, that unless the city is prepared to embrace the notion